Good morning. Time to make the coffee. So I just came in from outside and it is really chilly out there. The wind is cool. Well, it's cold. Had to take out the garbage. Today is garbage day. And that's always a fun task. But I'm very thankful that they pick up the bulk garbage every week, because I have an old carpet that I put out there in the trash. It had dog things on it, so I was going to try and clean it, but it's like, no, I'm not doing that. So in the trash it goes, getting rid of things that I don't really have to have anymore, and replacing them sometimes with things that are more useful to me now. And sometimes that's what goes on, your life moves on, and some of the things that you found useful in the past or that you liked in the past are no longer useful, and you want to get rid of them. And it's okay to replace things with things that you can use now. So anyway, that's my thought process, and I'm glad I got all that taken to the curb. So I don't know about any working out in the garden today if the weather doesn't improve. It's supposed to be 65, but last night we had a storm blow through, and it's not so soaked out there that I couldn't work out there, but it's just too chilly. And then it's not pleasant. I like working in my garden when it's pleasant and enjoyable, not when it's, not so nice. So I was looking at some pictures of my garden last year, and it really does look nice once I get everything fixed up. I know sometimes it's hard to imagine when I show my back garden that it's going to be anything but a mess, but trust me, it'll be really nice. So I'm excited to get those garden beds set up. Now, the pain in the butt part about that is, of course, I have to get soil to fill them up. And it does take quite a bit of soil to get them filled up, especially the bigger ones. But once it's done, and then all I do is add amendments every year, like perlite and compost and fertilizer, maybe some chicken manure or some worm castings, whatever I have on hand. So that part's okay, but it's hauling the soil that can be kind of strenuous, to say the least. So I'm having the Rise coffee again this morning, and I did put some of the probiotic creamer that they sell in there. But I've said before, I'm not real impressed with the creamer, so I won't be ordering that again. But I have one more order of the Rise coffee, not coffee, chicory beverage, and mushroom coming. And then that will be it for a while, because it's like $55. They do send you a couple bags for that, but that's just not in my budget. I'll drink it now that I have stomach issues going on, but after that, I won't order it for a while. But I do like it. So let's give this Rise a taste. I know what it tastes like, and it's always good, especially that first sip. And it does make a great coffee substitute. But I've said before, I actually like the Ticino better. And I saw where Ticino has a mushroom coffee too. Maybe I'll try that next time. So cheers. Oh, that's nice and warm after that chilly outing I had this morning, taking out the garbage. So I'm hoping that it does warm up a little bit, so maybe at least I can get the little raised garden beds set up where I want them. And what I'll do is, as I empty some of the pots that I'm not going to be using, I'll empty that dirt into the raised beds. And like I said, then I'll just amend it when I get it set up. Another thing you can do is take 1/3 of the soil out every year and add new soil. But, you know, that gets to be expensive. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And every year my garden is an experiment. And sometimes it's successful and sometimes it isn't. So, okay, I'm going to drink my coffee and I'll be back in a little bit. So I'm on my first walk of the season, and boy, am I out of shape. Ugh, I used to be in such good shape. But a long winter of doing nothing has left me in bad shape. So I would like to start walking as soon as the weather breaks. We actually have a tornado warning, not warning, but a watch, whatever, going on today because it's warm and it's windy. So it's very cloudy. So we'll see. Hopefully not. But you never know with the weather what it's going to do. And this is why I like to keep a prep in my kitchen. All right. I'm going to carry on. And I'll be back later. Are you washing your sister's face? Well, I think for my meal this evening, I have these leftover veggies that I cooked up the other day. I stir-fried those. And it's just a bag of chopped salad that I got for $1. I have these mushrooms that I cooked up the other day. Those need to be eaten. So that needs to be eaten. And I have these udon noodles. And this is a recipe on the side of the box. Now, obviously, I don't have any chicken since I'm vegetarian. But I'm going to roughly follow this recipe and turn it into an udon soup. And I'm going to use as my base, I'm going to use this chicken flavor soup base mix. There's no chicken in it. So that's what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. And use up some of my food that I have pre-cooked ahead and turn it into a delicious dish. So I'll be back when I get this all prepared. And here is the recipe. Sounds really good. All right. A very quick and easy dinner. Doesn't that look good? Raspberry dressing as a dipping sauce. I'm looking forward to eating this. Well, today I had myself a pajama day. I've been working in the yard for the past couple days and that makes me pretty sore, so I thought, oh, the heck with it, I'm just going to relax and chill today. So I just did my nails and I put together that really quick dinner, and I did some, I set up some apps on my television. Since I got the new TV, I've kind of just been watching one or two different apps, so I went ahead and set up some more. So I did that, and I updated my little book with all my passwords, and I just did real simple things today, nothing complicated. Sometimes we all need days like that, at least I know I do, and I'm sure you do too. So I really didn't do much of anything else. It was a really lazy day. And I'm going to do some more lazy day. So this coming up week, it's going to be cooler again. And this morning it was actually fairly chilly, so that's why I made the decision not to bother with the garden today. So there's time, you know, I mean, I've cleaned up a good portion of it already, and there's time. There's no rush. That's my goal, not to rush through anything anymore. I want to take my time and do what I have to do, but in a very reasonable amount of time. So the soup was really good, considering it was, you know, left over this and left over that. And learning to use spices and different seasonings is key to creating dishes that you want, where you want to use leftover food or random food that you have laying around, sort of figuring out what flavors go together. And the best way to do that is either to peruse cookbooks or ask your computer friend what ingredients you can put with certain spices and seasonings. All kinds of information on there about how to do that. So, yeah, the rest of the week, I mean, tomorrow's Friday already. Geez, every time I turn around, it's Friday. It's amazing to me. So I did venture out and cleaned up a little bit of the yard, stuff that had to go into the garbage. So I did do that. I threw out a carpet that I didn't want anymore. I mean, I could have had it cleaned, but it wasn't even worth the cost. It would have been cheaper just to buy a new one. And it was an old carpet I've had for a long time. And it's kind of been floating around here and there. It was rolled up. It was in the basement. It was up in one of the bedrooms. So I got rid of that. And I'm still continuing to put things into my donation box. So I'm hoping by next month, once the weather turns a little better, that I'll have a nice stack of donations for the donation people. So that was pretty much my day. Nothing to write home about. I didn't leave the house. The walk that I did was actually from yesterday. So I should have taken a walk today, but then it's like, oh yeah, but then I got to get out of my pajamas. So the pajamas won out. So, but I do want to start walking a little bit further because yesterday I went around 2 blocks and it was like, oh. Of course, you know, it was more towards the end of the day. I think I'd do better if I did it first thing in the morning. So I'll give that a go. And you have to kind of figure out when is your hour that you shine the most, when you have enough energy or the most energy, and that's probably the best time to do, maybe go for a walk, or do a chore that takes a little bit more energy. But yesterday I was schlepping. It's like, oh my God, Ellen, get a move on it. But that didn't happen. So anyway, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.